Greetings, YouTube, and welcome to the SideQuest. My name is Grant LaHaye.
I'm Justin Scottham.
And I'm Nate Jones.
Yay! Welcome.
So Comic-Con approacheth, and...
Indeed. It does.
Indeed. Comic-Con approacheth. And we thought that we would kind of take a look at who's going to be at the Comic-Con, Dallas Comic-Con's fan days, and we're also talking about autographs and pictures.
So what do you guys think about how much that shit cost? That you have to pay for that shit?
So, okay. This may come off a little devil's advocate. I don't know.
Little what?
A little devil advocate wise. I was trying to come up.
Yeah,
advocate-ish. I understand why guests will charge for autographs and photos because it is a way to kind of control the flow of people.
Okay.
To a certain extent.
Okay.
You know, because obviously, you know, one, they're being paid to be there. They're getting money from the convention to be there as guests.
Yeah.
And so, you know, with some of the names, at least at fan days, that's going to be showing up, like Ron Perlman and John Barrowman and Katie Sackhoff and things of that nature. You know, I would love to meet all these people. Mm-hmm. One, I'm typically working at conventions, so I don't really have a whole lot of time. I can usually see them from afar because their signing booths are near where our booth is. But as far as like paying for an autograph or paying for a picture, it kind of turns me off. Because
sorry, I'm just looking at some of these right now, just and they're absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah. So the first one on the list,
even just for an email copy.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see email copies. The first one on the list that I see is Ron Perlman, and Ron Perlman is. An autograph is $55, and a photo op is $60.
An email digital copy of a photo, $70.
Who's charging that?
That's Ron Perlman.
That's Ron Perlman.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
$70 for an email digital copy of the photo. An 8x10 only is $60. Why is the 8x10 only $60 and an email digital is $70? I don't understand that.
An extra print is $70. A digital copy, an extra print is $75.
Wow.
Like, where are you? Like, how does it cost more money to produce a digital copy?
Here's the funny one.
And an email.
This one kind of makes me.
Are you talking about the Green Ranger?
Yes. So we have Mr. Green Ranger himself, Jason David Frank.
He made Power Rangers even cooler than they were.
Indeed.
Everyone wanted to be the Green Ranger. I'll admit that.
Also an MMA fighter, so he has some claim to fame with that.
Sorry.
So he will be appearing in the green suit.
I'm glad he still has it.
An 8x10 only. An 8x10 only is going to be $50. However, with no suit, $30.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
So is he gonna like take on and off the suit, or is he gonna have like this chunk of time? I could take a green suit, and this chunk of time I could take
for the suit. For the most part, the way that it's usually
does he even
done,
own the license to that suit? That's the question I want to know.
I have no idea.
Maybe that's why it's $50. It's paying for the license.
Okay.
No, I mean at least for the most part, the way they
or
do.
He's just being that guy. He's like, man, I'm gonna wear a Power Ranger suit again. Yeah, you're gonna double my pay because I'm nobody. I'm nobody.
At least the way that I've seen it being done, at least on the main floor at Fan Days, they have like I think it's 3 or 4 booths where they have signings going on where the lines are forming, you know, and they rotate them out. So at least for him, he's probably going to rotate at one point with the suit and once without the suit. So yeah.
Okay, so I just have a quick question because I see John Barrowman. He's my second on my list.
Yes.
He's the star of Arrow, Torchwood, Doctor Who, Zero Dark 30, and Desperate Housewives.
Yeah, he was in Desperate Housewives. Yeah.
As what?
Not like a super,
honestly,
like not a star. He's like a guest role. Like he'd come in like just like on like Doctor Who. Like he wasn't.
I think he was
doctor,
a boyfriend or something like
that.
Yeah, I think he was a boyfriend or something like that.
But isn't Desperate Housewives a reality show?
No, that's Housewives of.
Got it.
Yeah, there we go.
Man, that threw me off.
Bing.
Yeah.
No,
wow.
But I mean,
I was like, holy shit.
You know, so again, kind of going back to the thing, you know, it is one way to be able to control the lines. The lines are ridiculous to begin with. Most conventions, you can pay for like a VIP pass, which will get you in like a little bit earlier and get into like VIP status line and stuff like that. And a lot of it will kind of include some of the prices of these signatures. A lot of the times you have to pre-buy.
And I think some of this started because people were pissed off because they would sign something or get a picture and then people would go and sell it on the internet or whatever.
Yeah.
But I mean, honestly, if somebody wants your autograph, like,
Yeah.
I mean, if you're at a Comic-Con, is that the only time you charge? Or if, like, Ron Perlman's hanging out at, like, a restaurant and somebody's like, hey, you gonna get your autograph? He's like, $50.
Some people do.
And if you want me to email you a copy or a picture of that, it's going to be $70.
$70.
I've heard stories where there's some people out there that charge for signatures
Yeah.
just in everyday.
I
And
think- I
that's
just
just a
think that's-
douche maneuver.
I think it is too. I mean, if someone walks up and says, "Hey, can I take a picture with you?" You can say yes or no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you either take the picture or you don't. If someone says, "Hey, can I get a quick autograph from you?" You can say yes or no.
And to some
Yeah.
certain
you
extent,
don't be like,
Yeah.
"Sure, $50 bitch."
And to
No.
some certain extent, the only signature you get is their 8x10. They won't
Yeah.
typically sign other things that you have. One, it's a way to control.
Then again, I was going to say
how much time they're spending with
that's
somebody.
that's crowd control in
Yeah.
public. Technically,
that's-
if you're
that's
paying
okay.
if you're paying for an autograph,
And that's okay, but it's just like, come on,
I don't know.
give us a little bit.
it's a
of
little
just,
ridiculous.
I'm
you know,
excited that Michael
you're-
Rosenbaum's
You're
gonna be
here
there.
for the fans. Be here for the fans.
Yeah.
People have already paid tons of money to come here to see you.
True.
And they've already paid you to be here.
Well, just to
why
give
don't
you-
you
yeah.
just say, why don't you line up and say, you know what, I'm going to be here for 2 hours. If I get to you, I get to you. If I don't, I'll be back in another 20 minutes and we'll do
yeah.
it again. Stay in line.
Last year, Austin's Comic-Con, they had the Next Generation cast.
Yeah.
It was
Like
like
what?
the
Oh,
first
it's
time they've been
ridiculous.
together.
Yeah.
To get every single person, it was like $180.
For just the autographs and stuff.
Just for
then
the
you
autographs.
had to pay to get into the room
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
After you
had
paid for going to the
You
con.
had to pay to get into the con, pay to get into the line to get to them, and then pay for all of their autographs
Yeah, I
as
think
well.
it was extra for a picture as well. So,
Yeah.
for me at least, my big thing whenever I go to a convention, I love to meet the artists and the writers of the comic books
Yeah.
and things that I enjoy reading. And so, and not even reading, just people that I get to meet. So for me, my money goes to original sketches and original art, or books and whatnot.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think out of my entire history of going to conventions, I've paid for one picture. And it was just a random happenstance that one of the guys I was with went and met Katie Seagal, and they never took his ticket that he had purchased to get in line to get a picture. And so he gave it to me because he was like, "Anybody want to meet Katie Seagal?" And I was like, "Fuck yeah, I would love to meet Katie Seagal." I paid $20 for a picture. It doesn't have, it does have a signature.
I
so.
believe it was you who paid for me to have my pictures taken in
Oh yeah, the DeLorean.
the DeLorean.
That was money well spent.
There was a DeLorean parked outside of Fan Days once.
Well,
and
and
I got my pictures taken inside of it.
The difference with that, though, I believe the money was actually going to a charity.
Yeah.
Because the
That's
guy, I mean,
different.
But it's also a little
yeah.
bit different that the guy spent an ungodly amount of money to make
Yeah.
that car look like something.
Yeah.
You don't spend an ungodly amount of money to make Ron Perlman look like Ron Perlman. He was born that way.
That's
Right,
not
exactly.
true.
No, if it's in
primping.
Hellboy.
There's primping.
Or Beauty and the Beast.
So
That goatee doesn't get pointy by itself.
if it's cool to wrap it up, I just want to close with Tom Felton, otherwise known as Draco Malfoy, is charging $40 for an autograph and $40 for a picture. So the next time we see you at a con, we'll be charging $20 for each. $20 for each autograph and $20 for each picture. We'll make it a deal. $60 for a group picture.
60. Done.
That includes John.
Yeah, we won't charge you for John.
Yeah.
We won't charge you. Walk it off, everybody.
Walk it off. Thank you, Internet.
Thanks for watching. Find us on Twitter at epicpodquest.com or facebook.com/epicpodquest. Now you can walk it off, bitches.
Yeah.
Oops, I cussed on YouTube.
Oh,
EpicPodquest.com.
fuck that, mate.
Peace.